Things are getting wild this week at Fly Rides as we check out a full-powered option from one of my favorite lightweight mountain bike manufacturers right now, Orbea. The bike in question is the Orbea Wild FS H10, and the question is, does the Wild series hold up to the excellent Rise series? Let's check it out. Let's talk about specs, baby. Let's talk about specs, baby. The Wild FS H10 is powered by the Bosch Performance CX motor. This is going to be a motor with 85 Newton meters of torque, and it partners with a 625 watt-hour power tube battery. Surely you know this motor well at this point. It is an excellent full-powered option, and it partners with the Shimano XT derailleur. This one's gonna be 12 speeds on a 10 to 51 tooth cassette. The three of these components combined should help you get a full day's ride, no problem. The group set's going to be rounded out with Shimano M420 hydraulic disc brakes. Those 4-piston hydraulic disc brakes are going to be on 203 millimeter rotors, front and rear. The bike definitely falls into the e-enduro category with 160 millimeters of travel, a 65.5 degree head tube angle, and a 76 degree seat tube angle. Since it is an e-enduro bike, you'll definitely want some solid suspension, and you do have it from Fox. It's a Fox 38 float performance fork with a grip damper, and in the back it is a Fox Float DPS rear shock. This should be good for enduro all-mountain usage, but we will find out for sure when Austin takes this thing for a ride. It is always nice to see an excellent stock tire and wheel setup because you frequently don't get that. But Orbea is offering you Maxxis Minions front and rear. In the front it's going to be a DHF, and in the back it's going to be a DHR2. Those are both 2.6 inches wide, and again 29er wheels on a really nice DT Swiss wheel set. So this definitely seems to be a pretty solid setup for a bike that runs you $73.99. But let's send it over to Austin right now so he can take out the Orbea Wild FS H10 and see if it can hold up to the thrashing that he usually can put bikes through. Austin, take it away.
How's it going, Fly Riders? It's Austin here. We are out here in beautiful sunny Burbank, California. You can see sun's beating down on me right there. Sun is beating down on me. I have the clears on. We are on the 2022 Orbea Wild FS H10, H, which denotes the alloy frame, specifically their hydroformed alloy frame. So we're gonna take this enduro all mountain build of theirs, which the Wild is full power. Don't get it confused for the Rise, which is the sort of half powered EP8 RS. So we're gonna take this out, put it through its paces. It has a Fox 38. It has a float DPS in the rear, Shimano XT. Yeah, what else do you need to know? Let's go take it for a rip. As we're making our way up the climb, it's good to talk about what makes this Orbea unique. And that definitely is their advanced dynamics, the frame kinematics that they put in when designing these bikes from the ground up. They ride, I mean, every bike rides unique, and so does the Wild. One thing that's really nice about these bikes is that they actually spec a shorter crank arm than most bikes in the same size. So this bike has a 160 mil crank arm, which some other large frames that I've been riding have 170s, 165s. So that 160 mil crank arm allows you to turn over a better cadence, stay on top of the pedals, while also not pedal striking when you're pedaling over rough terrain, which I know I hear on a daily from customers. What can I do to stop pedal striking? Well, hey, you might want to buy an Orbea. Let's drop in. Remember, 160 mil of travel front and rear, and it's gonna feel real good once we get it going. Right into a tabletop. Woo! Oh, feeling so great. Alrighty, well, let's put the suspension to use real bad on this chattery section. Let go of the brakes. Whoa, riding the rut. Air into that. Woo-hoo! This is such a fantastic bike. It is so much fun. Just rip it on this ridge, take the high line. Woo! Stay low, get the grip. Last little jump right here.
So we now know that Austin loved this bike and that it can hold up to the type of riding a rider like Austin can do, but I also think it does have a more approachable use for riders who aren't riding at quite the level Austin rides. Because the head tube isn't so raked out like on some enduro options, this bike does stay pretty playful on single track. This makes it a really solid choice for riders who want to do a little bit of everything. So you can do some significant jumps because of that 160 millimeters of travel, and I would say you can even edge into the downhill area as well. But it is an all-mountain option that should be good for a wide range of intermediate to advanced riders. You've got those 29er wheels again on 2.6-inch wide tires, which is going to mean that you can run over almost any obstacle. But again, that geometry and things like the advanced dynamics on this bike make the bike playful enough that you can use it in single track, bike park situations, or you can even do some e-bike adventuring on this bike if you just want to get out in the back country, because you do have the ability to add another 500 watt-hour battery for a total of 1125 watt-hours if you just want to extend that range. With 1125 watt-hours of battery, you can truly be riding all day. Of course, adding that extra battery is going to change the feel of the bike a little bit, and might limit you if you want to do more intense downhill enduro riding. But 625 watt-hours of battery is still a ton. It should definitely get you at least 4 hours of riding out there, so I would probably just go with that personally. Overall, the Orbea Wild FS H10 provides riders with that lightweight feeling you get on a Rise, but on a full-powered eMTB motor. This bike can help you take some big hits, climb some massive hills, and it can also get you out riding all day. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Fly Rides Electric Bike channel. Leave a comment below, let me know what you think of the Orbea Wild series and whether or not you might be going with an Orbea Rise or an Orbea Wild. If you don't know anything about the Orbea Rise series, I would recommend you check out our Orbea Rise reviews, and until next time, enjoy the ride.